Hi, Jacq Hackett here with another Friday Thought. I've had a bit of a frustrating week and I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm in the middle of the analysis phase of a quite complex project, and I always find that phase, the most intense. It's actually the most difficult, I think, of the consulting phases. You've gathered all this information, you've got screeds and screeds of notes from stakeholder interviews and transcripts, and you've got data and demographic information, all sorts of things, and you're actually kind of head down, really kind of intensely going through everything in order to figure out, some credible findings for your client. So that was what my week was looking like, and in the middle of the week I had an IT glitch, which I really didn't need. On Wednesday I was doing a routine update to my operating system, and it stalled. The update stalled, and there was absolutely nothing I could do, no matter how much I tried, to move it forward or to get out of it and move it back. So I spent then an hour on the phone with Apple's IT support, who really couldn't figure out anything to do with it either. And the first thing he asked me was, now, do you have backup? And I do, thankfully. But it reminded me to remind you that if you're new to consulting or you're thinking about making the move, then you really do need to think about getting really good IT systems in place, which includes backup of your system. Because as it turned out, I really didn't have any other option than to actually just basically wipe my operating system and restore it. And so the good news for me is that both my desktop and my laptop are backed up automatically every day. So all I really had to do was go in and select yesterday's backup version of my operating system, hit restore, and away it went. So it was still really frustrating, A, because of the time it had already taken me to figure out that was the only solution, but B, the restore process actually took nearly 24 hours. So my desktop computer was out of action for a whole day. So yes, still very frustrating and still really painful, but nowhere near as painful as it would have been if I had not had the backup. So I really encourage you. You've probably heard this 1,000 times before. You need to get your systems backed up, and maybe you've learnt the hard way. You've lost all your photos sometime or something like that. But know that you're running a business and you're a solo consultant. You cannot leave this stuff to chance. You really do need to get a system in place that backs everything up. And also, I recommend something that does it automatically like mine does, so I don't actually have to think about it. It's not reliant on me remembering and taking action. It's just routinely done in the background every day. So I hope this encourages you to think about getting this in place if you haven't already done so that you can avoid a potential disaster down the track. And I hope that, unlike mine, your week has been pretty smooth sailing.